Oh my gosh. Oh no. Knocking my Chinese checkers board over. Oh no. Right, great. Hello. Sorry about that. Welcome back to my channel. It's late night here. And do you ever get that feeling where you don't want to go to work tomorrow morning, so you think, if you go to sleep right now, that means that work will come a bit quicker? So I thought, do you know what? I'll watch an episode of Handmaid's Tale, and then it will feel like work is another hour away further by having 1 hour less sleep. Does that make sense? So I'm on season 2, episode 5, I think it is. The last episode, I remember just at the end of that episode just feeling, I just felt like, oh my God, nothing is going to get better. It just felt like we were at a dead end, and that June was at a dead end, and that she was back to square one, and that the last 15 episodes had meant nothing. Do you know what I mean? Because she was just back exactly where she started, and she maybe knew a bit more, has a bit more knowledge, but her hope is like at death's door now. And I found it really depressing, actually. So, this next episode, I hope it perks me back up, but I imagine it probably won't, let's be honest. Let's go.
It wasn't easy finding you, but we were determined to rescue you from your kidnappers.
Rescue you.
They cut out her tongue after she stood up for Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, I
I
remember.
believe you know him. He drove a bread delivery truck.
We've been sent good weather.
She's just been beaten down to nothing, hasn't she? Is she burning them herself? I mean, I know she's feeling down and depressed, but man, I do not want to see her like this. I want her to come back to life again, because the program is nothing without her being who she is. Do you know what I mean? So I imagine this is temporary. I hope it's temporary, and I hope it's very temporary. You know, she's our protagonist. She's the person we're supposed to root for. If she's like this,
132 pounds. Very good.
as much as I campaign hard for Luke and June to be together, I do really like Nick, and I really want him to have happiness as well. So I will be sad if he, I mean, obviously she's going to end up with one or the other or neither. So someone's going to be sad, and he's a nice guy.
When was your last bowel movement?
Yesterday around lunchtime, wasn't it? Yes, Mrs. Waterford.
Serena doesn't look happy with her being like this either. She's beaten her down to a pulp like this. She doesn't like it.
Quitting is very hard. Her attitude seems much improved.
Much improved.
It's everything a wife could ask for.
And yet you still seem bitter and
She's
unhappy.
quite unlike herself.
Mrs. Waterford, to bring offer to heal.
Look at her. That was a really interesting angle that they shot that
Your
from.
baby needs to know he's in a godly, harmonious, with a handmaid as well, too.
Praise be.
Yes.
Let me take that out for
Thank you. That one.
Oh, you're such a handsome, polite man.
Did you know your baby is the size of a papaya now?
A papaya. Is that right?
So much unsaid. Like, it always is like this on this program, isn't it? So much unsaid. I mean, in this world that they're living in, of course you'd want a boy, because the girls just have so many awful options available to them. Here's a thought. In a few years' time, all of these handmaids will be infertile. They'll get too old. So how are they going to get some more handmaids? They just choose some random young girls? Because, I mean, they haven't done anything wrong.
He's got you too, Emily. He's got all of us. Well, that's what Aunt Lydia says.
And we must believe everything that Aunt Lydia says.
Kids dying? We come here, we work, we die.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll be right there.
Is she gonna tell her or not?
Did you have fun at the shower, dear? Yes, Mrs. Scott. Oh, don't cry, sweetheart. God's testing me, I know it.
She's like... She's suffering a bit of postnatal depression or what? Like, she doesn't look good.
Yes, Mrs. Waterford. Yes, Mrs. Waterford. No, Mrs. Waterford. What's the matter?
Well, you didn't like it the other way, did you? When she actually spoke to you. Oh, now you don't like it. You don't like it when she's submissive. Right, okay. What do you actually want from her?
Alfred, you may go to your room.
You may go to your room. Like a little girl.
The doctor says that she's in perfect health.
I mean, her mental state.
But they don't really care about mental state, do they, in those days? In this world.
Maybe you should take it.
If they exist. Do they even have psychiatrists in these days? In this world that they live in? I mean, it's so dehumanizing anyway, isn't it? Calling her Offred. But then, to even take that name away from her and call her the Handmaid.
Good morning. We saw Mrs. Putnam and Mrs. Scott on our walk just now.
Mm-hmm.
She's so isolated as well, isn't she? Because you think about it, she doesn't really like those other women. Her handmaid isn't talking to her properly. Her husband doesn't talk to her properly.
You know my driver, Blaine? I believe so. He's been with me for some years. Very capable, loyal. He's overdue for promotion.
Of course, I'll look into it.
I was thinking Washington. The boy's got a lot of potential, and I'm afraid he's wasting it.
Why does he want to get rid of
See
him?
what's available.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I think it is over. But when is she going to tell Serena? Because, oh my god. The thing is, like, once she's lost the baby, if she's lost the baby, then, like, she has no bargaining chips anymore. They can just kill her.
Are you okay? Fine, thank you.
Today is a day of thanksgiving. Today we honor our most valiant guardians. We praise your service, and we reward your sacrifice.
He looks handsome, doesn't he?
And the Lord
Is
God said,
wrong with you?
it is not good that the man should
She's
be alone,
so weird.
and brought her unto the man.
Oh my god. It's a marriage ceremony. Is that what it is?
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly
Oh
multiply
my
thy sorrow
God.
and thy conception. Do you accept this sacred duty?
I do.
Jesus.
He looks so beautiful.
Are they all like super young as well? Wow. I mean, the funny thing is, and it's not funny at all, is that some marriage in this real world, some marriage is not that dissimilar to this in the way that people just meet and get married without it being any of their own choice. And it's interesting because some people are very happy with that in certain cultures, including the people that get arranged. But yeah, it's an interesting one, and I feel it's difficult to give my opinion too strongly on how I feel about that.
What'd you wish for?
I love Janine.
I can't tell you.
It's just such a shame. When you think about who she was in that very first episode.
We should celebrate. Champagne. Rita?
But I can see...
Husbands and wives only, I'm afraid. Alfred, you may go to your room.
I can see the commander going for this girl if she's going to stay there. Another girl for him to try it on with. He's got no shame whatsoever, has he? So... She has to tell someone soon because it's dangerous for her. I mean, she's got to tell someone. She's losing too much blood. Oh no, there's a tooth coming out. Shit, I don't want to see that. I mean, I assume the whole point is to try and make it look a little bit like concentration camps. It's definitely the feel that you get from it, isn't it?
Fiona, do you take Kit to be your wedded wife? To love?
Oh, so we get to see a different
I do.
marriage.
I told her that they're not Jewish, but she said that God doesn't care. Where are we going?
What's she doing?
It could starve us. We could do a lot of things.
But do you know what? Janine is right.
Alive. God's watching over us.
Do you know what? Janine is right. They can't let them scare them the whole time.
Well,
For once,
Aunt Lydia
Janine
says
is right.
we can't know everything he's thinking. Fuck Aunt Lydia. Now we're cows being worked to death, and you're dressing up the slaughterhouse for them. That's the fucking problem. Cows don't get married.
I like it. I think it makes them human again. It's humanized them by making sharing their love, and I am with Janine.
a beautiful house. Did your mother tell you what to expect tonight when you lie with him? It can bring you closer together. It should anyway.
Serena trying to help, trying to be nice, trying to mentor this girl.
Good night,
Finally,
Mrs.
a
Waterford.
nice side. I mean, she's had a couple of moments, hasn't she? Last season, the episode where we saw her history was really interesting. So she has a humanity to her at times. I think she just struggles to assimilate the humanity that is in her and the world that she lives in now.
I couldn't miss the opportunity to show you how much I appreciate all you've done for me.
Well, thank you, sir. Grateful.
Wow.
You're on your way now, son.
And by God's grace, I'll have a child of my own someday, sir.
By God's grace.
The shit is going to hit the fan when they find out she's not pregnant, isn't it? I want to play fast forward to get to it. I want to see their reaction. I want to see Serena's reaction in particular when they find out. But man, it's not going to go down well. I wonder what his whole thought process is in this. What is his thought process? What's he doing now? What the hell? Oh my god. Christ almighty. It was so the right thing to do. I'm so glad they did it.
Osei shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
I mean, it was pretty clear where that was going right from the beginning of the episode, wasn't it? But harrowing anyway, and here we go. Is the heartbeat still there?
You're tough, aren't you?
Wow.
I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna get us out of here.
Thank the Lord that we're hearing her speak like this. I'm so glad because, you know, it was only one episode really. It was only really one episode of her being broken in that way. So, yeah, it was good. It's good. That last bit, it was interesting. Like, when she was saying, I will not let you be brought up in this place. They do not own you, and they will never own you, or whatever she said. I can't remember the exact lines. I don't know if anyone's ever read the book Beloved by Toni Morrison, which is an absolutely amazing book if you've never read it. Bit of a hard read, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece of writing. But the book is about a mother who is she's a slave mother in the 18th century. And it's about, maybe it's 18th century, I think. And she has a little baby girl called, well, they never mention the girl's actual name. And she runs away from the slave owners, and she is so desperate for her daughter not to be brought up by the slave owners that she actually murders her herself. That's not a big spoiler because it's told to you in the first 20 pages of the book. The whole point of the book is about that. But it's about that choice she makes and how she's haunted by it for the rest of her life. And I do wonder if June would rather do that than let her son or daughter, especially daughter, be brought up in that world. I don't know. I mean, oh my God. If it ever came to something like that, I don't know if I could watch it. It was interesting seeing the Unwomen again. Interesting seeing Janine and Emily, is it? And what's going on there. I was totally on Janine's side. I think I made that clear in the reaction. But like, Janine's obviously normally a lunatic, but in this particular case, I thought she was absolutely right. Those women should have had that night together. And they deserve to have that night together. That night of being married and knowing that they were together forever, even if one of them was to die. And it was very interesting, sort of juxtaposing the marriages of the man and the woman in the church to the two women in the unwomen's sort of quarters. It was a really interesting sort of comparison, wasn't it? I'm really, really pleased that it ended with June sounding defiant again, because if she wasn't, I don't even know how much more of this I could watch, because she needs to come back and she needs to be strong. Without her being a strong character, it does take a lot away from the show, I think. So that's really important. So I'm glad. Cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did enjoy it, then please do like, comment and subscribe down below. If you really liked the video, then please sign up to my Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/Mark Ward. And I am now going to go to bed. Have a good night. See you later. Bye-bye.